What's up, y'all? This is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesday. It's here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. If you could, hit that like button, the subscribe button, notification button, and stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's Teachable Tuesday discussion. My apologies for being out lately. It has been a long 2 weeks. It's about to be a long third week, but I felt like, you know what, I need to drop a video because it's been a little bit of time that's passed by. We are going to be starting our new series as of next week. And starting next week, I'm going to be dropping a lot of content for both the month of November and December. So you might see about a good 3, 4, possibly even 5 videos a week. Something I don't normally do, but trying to make up for lost time. And also trying to really push a lot of stuff because for the holidays, I'm not going to be as active. In fact, I would say there's going to be 1 or 2 weeks in November that there will be, well, not November, I'm sorry, December, where there will be no Teachable Tuesdays content whatsoever. So I felt like, you know what, it's probably appropriate to go ahead and stock on up now on the front end so that we're on the back end. You know, you can go and check out the other videos just in case there's any that you missed. And by the way, I want to thank everybody that has been watching my channel as of lately. Greatly appreciate it. But it's showing from my analytics that about 85 to 90% of y'all that watch my videos are not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button so you can get some good content. All right. So today I want to talk to you guys about how to maximize your success in the dating scene. Today I'm talking about my fellas and my ladies, although there will be certain sections of the video that I'm going to, where things will be interchangeable. There'll be certain sections of the video where I'll be talking specifically to my guys, specifically to my ladies. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. Share this video. Like I always say, this video might not be for you, but I guarantee it's for somebody that you may know. Now, before I begin, there's no doubt in my mind that the dating scene is, it's just, that's the best thing I can put it these days. Dating is hard for both my fellas and my ladies for various reasons. But I found in my success with dating that there are 3 concepts to explore that will help maximize successful dating. Now, this is not to say that this is guaranteed to get you dates consistently, but it will help increase your value market in terms of dating what you're looking for and just, you know, getting out there. So number 1, the first reason as to how to increase your success in the dating pool, which these are in no particular order, it's just kind of randomized, is make sure you utilize all of your sources. Now, listen, when I say sources, that means social media, that means in person, that means dating apps. And before somebody says in the comments, dating apps suck, yes, they do. But I will say this, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a complete dead end. Is it probably the most difficult out of the 3 that I've listed? Absolutely. In fact, the best way, especially for my fellas, the best way that you can meet people in person for potential dates is, well, I kind of just said it, but meeting people in person. That's the way to go about doing it. That is the best way to socialize. You get people in mass gatherings. It will kind of get you over that hump. Like if you feel like you're not confident enough to talk to people, it will force you to be confident if, you know, you want to go there because, hey, look, nothing's going to happen if you don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that people will come up to you, well, at least for my fellas. It's very rare that a woman's going to actually come up and approach you. And for my ladies, you just really got to put yourself out there to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And these going places in person could be, you know, your school if you go to college, right? It could be the coffee shop. It could be just a random restaurant. It could be, you know, your church or, you know, wherever your belief systems may place you. You know what I'm saying? Your place of worship. There's so many different places. The library is, I think, a good place to meet people as well. You know, sometimes just being out and about, you can meet people that way as well. If you take public transportation, you never know who you may come across. Or, you know, maybe sometimes even at a party or something. I know people are like, man, you can't meet a wife or a husband in the club or something. But, I mean, hey, look, you never know. It's happened. Is it likely? Not so much, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that would be number 1. The next place as far as utilizing your resources will be social media. I can't tell you how many women I've dated from meeting on social media, regardless if these were women that I had a little bit of an establishment with in the past from school or from my fraternity/sorority or whatever the case may have been. You know what I'm saying? But, I think social media is an easy way to connect with multiple people. And what better way to connect with people on social media, especially like if you find somebody that's interesting. I mean, shoot, I done slid in my, I want to say maybe 10, 12 years of having social media. I done slid in plenty of DMs. For a woman I was interested in, I took my shot. And sometimes I was successful, sometimes I was not. Sometimes I didn't even get a response, but it's just a matter of putting yourself out there. And then last but not least, as far as the resources are concerned, is dating apps, which again, I know dating apps suck, but it's still a way for you to meet people. Obviously, you have Bumble, you have Tinder, you have Christian dating app. I forgot what the Christian dating app is. You have Plenty of Fish, you have BLK. It's so many different dating apps out there that you can utilize. Just be careful while using them because there are a lot of crazy people out here. You know what I'm saying? Which actually is funny I'm mentioning dating apps because that brings me to number 2. Be transparent and be intentional. I'm going to start with the transparent part. The transparent part is mainly being yourself in terms of how you are physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Let me start with the physical part. And ladies, I'm going to start with y'all first, but this actually goes for my fellas too. But I see more ladies that do this, especially on social media and dating apps compared to my fellas. Some of y'all going to laugh when I say this, but I'm being so serious. Go ahead and post your full body picture. Ladies, if you are overweight, just post your full body picture. I'm going to tell you why. Because there are people out here, both men and women, that have types. There are some men and women that don't mind dating bigger people. There are some men and women that would rather date people who are, skinny. Or there are some men and women that want to date people that are, extremely fit, whatever the case may be. I don't think it's right for you to post a pretty face and then not post your full body picture. It's kind of deception in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know some people are already thinking, well, Marcus, you body shaming. No, I'm not body shaming. I'm not body shaming at all. But I do believe that everybody should be honest. And I would say the same thing for my fellas. But I say that to my ladies because I see more ladies do it than my fellas do it. A lot of guys, they fat. They'll post a fat picture. They won't give a crap about it. But a lot of ladies, and I ain't saying this is all ladies, but a lot of ladies I've come across from, when I used to use dating apps and even on social media would not post their full body pictures. And it's like, well, why not post your full body pictures? And I've seen a few women that I've went on dates with. They weren't even like really, they were a little chubby, but it really wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know. I just feel, insecure about myself and I want to post my full body. And granted, it's up to you what you want to do. But again, that's a part of being transparent. So, you give people the chance before y'all meet if they want to, hang out with you or not. Now, granted, obviously, you meet them in person. You get to see them in person for what it is, and it's easier to decide from there. But also, as far as the being transparent, be upfront and let people know what you want. If you're looking for a relationship, be real. If you're just looking for something physical, be real. If you're just looking to meet new friends and nothing beyond that, be real about that as well. The sooner you're real about that, the better off you will be. And then you give that other person a chance to decide, okay, they want a relationship. Do I want a relationship? They just want something physical. Do I want something physical? They want to just be friends. Do I want to just be friends? I think it's fair to give people that opportunity and don't string them along, so don't be like, one person, they're looking for a relationship and you say the same thing, but in the reality is you just looking to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? If you let people know where you stand, then it makes a heck of a difference, okay? And speaking of standings, I want to clear something that a lot of people may disagree with me on, especially when it comes to social media and dating apps. The use of social media and dating apps have shown me that it is much harder for men to date using these things than women. And I'm going to explain why. And ladies, you might not agree with me at first, but just hear me out, right? So, now ladies, you have a big pick of the litter. Now that's not to say that you're necessarily going to get quality men. I'm not talking about quality versus quantity right now. I'm talking about just pickings in general. A man, oftentimes, no matter how small or big you are, they're going to slide in your DMs or they're going to swipe right. Just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the intent of these men is not yet to be seen until obviously they start messaging you and introducing themselves and whatever the case may be, right? But for guys, it's a bit harder unless they're in that top tier level. And even then, it's still a bit harder. Basically, put it to you like this. I'll use dating apps first as an example. For every 5 or 10 matches y'all get, a guy might get 1 match. Maybe 1. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, 5 to 10 matches, that's not bad for every one. That all depends on a number of factors. And I'm telling you this from personal experience, you know what I mean? Even on social media. Now, I'm not saying that ladies be sliding in the DMs like that, but ladies, I know y'all be having fellas sliding in your DMs all the time. Some ladies be like, no, I don't. That's cap. Don't cap, okay? Unless you are just completely unattractive, you're going to have a lot of guys sliding in your DMs. Even if you're completely unattractive, you're still going to have guys sliding in your DMs. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they say beauty's not as the motive, so I'm not calling nobody ugly out here, but I'm just saying, you know, as far as how you feel about yourself. But, like, it's the truth, you know? And I'm going to give tips. This brings me to my third point on how you can maximize your success with dating. I'm going to start with my fellas and I'm going to jump to my ladies. But overall, this tip would be make sure that you are going for it. Just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it and go for it. Fellas, if there's a woman that you are interested in, do not waste your time in terms of going for them, regardless if you're meeting them in person, social media, or a dating app. Let me tell you why. The window for you to have a chance to score with that woman is very, very small. You have her attention for a very short period of time. And if you don't get within that window, that's it. So one approach that I've taken when it comes to dating, especially if I'm using social media, but even in person, if I'm getting to know, you know, if I see a woman that I like and I'm stepping to her and asking her what her name is, you know, and stuff like that, I don't take long to get the number. I'm already thinking in my mind, I got about a 30-second to a minute and 45-second window to score and get this number. Unless we are in a spot where we're hanging out in a group setting, maybe I'm with some of my friends, maybe she's with some of her friends, and we're all doing stuff together, I might have a little bit more time to build up. But if I'm, like, I'll give you an example. So I was on campus for homecoming and was on campus for Spirit Splash for UCF and was chilling and was talking to this woman and, you know, really just getting to know her a little bit. She was getting to know me. She was asking where I was from. I was asking where she was from, talking about our majors and whatnot. And after Spirit Splash was over, I was just like, hey, let me get your number. Let's hang out sometime. Boom. That quick, right before she left, right? Now, during that time, I had a little bit more of a buildup. But you don't always have that opportunity for that buildup. You got to get in quick because your whole point of getting the number is not to establish text buddies. No. You want to establish a date to where you can get up, meet with each other, and get to know more about each other more in an intimate setting. You know, regardless if you're going out to dinner or going out for tea and coffee, whatever the case may be. That is your goal of getting the number. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. But I'll explain that in a whole nother video. But the bottom line is just go for it, okay? And ladies, my advice for y'all would be also just go for it. Now, I'm not saying that you necessarily have to shoot your shot. I'm a traditional guy, so I believe that the man should pursue a woman. But I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with a woman, you know, shooting her shot for a guy. In fact, shoot, I ain't gonna lie. It'd be a turn on for me when women be shooting a shot to me. I'd be like, oh, snap, I like this energy. All right, cool. You know, that's less work I gotta do. But you gotta put yourself in a position to be seen. And you gotta have realistic expectations, which is gonna bring me to my bonus point that I'm gonna talk about in a second. But, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Now, be safe because there are some creeps out there. But, you know, if a guy approaches you, be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Take some time to get to know him. And if it seems like he's somebody that you interested in, even if it seems like it's too good to be true, try it out and see what happens. Now, if you're truly not interested, don't go for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell you to go for something that you really don't want to go for. You know? And that brings me to my fourth and my bonus point, I should say, and I'm going to wrap this up because this video has gone on for a little bit too long. But I would like to also say, make sure that you are being realistic with your dating expectations, okay? I'm going to say another thing that's going to be a little bit controversial. I've been saying a lot of controversials in this video, but I really hope this helps somebody out. You have to know your dating pool. You also have to know what is out of your reach and what is within your reach. So I'm going to start with my fellas and my ladies that got kids, because that's probably the most talked about on the internet. If you got kids, I'm not saying you can't date somebody that doesn't have kids, but understand that your dating pool is going to be a bit smaller. And the reason why I say that is there are a lot of people out here that don't have kids, that don't want to date people that have kids, because it comes with a lot of responsibilities. It also comes with a lot of possible drama. Now, some of y'all that have kids, y'all might be thinking, well, Marcus, you know, that's not necessarily always the case as far as the drama part. It's not. And I'm a firm believer from experience. My dad married my stepmom, but my dad and my stepmom met when I was 6 years old. He told my stepmom right off the bat, I got a child, I have a son. And my stepmom almost did not marry my dad, or date my dad for that matter, just for the simple fact that she was like, she did not want to deal with any baby mama drama. Now, luckily, my mama was cool as I don't know what, and wasn't like that. But you're not necessarily always going to get that for every situation. And both men and women don't want to necessarily have to deal with that. Okay? Or the possibility that you might still be doing some things with your baby daddy and baby mama. Just, hey, look, I know it's a little cutthroat, but I'm just keeping it real. You know? So you have to know your dating pool. Again, be realistic with yourself. Another way you can be realistic with yourself is not saying you should be going for the men and women that you want to go for. If there's a man and a woman that you really attracted to, go for it. But also know that there are some things that might not be within your reach that you might just have to work for. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to, say, make sure you heal. Get in the gym. Make sure you working out. Get your body right. Make sure you get your mind right. Build your intellectual skills up. All that good stuff, right? Make sure you are doing your best to become the best all-around person that you can be for you. All those things will make you more attractive, and will make you have more success in the dating pool. Okay? It'll give you success to more men and women, and it'll also give you a chance to get the man or the woman that you really want. But you won't get there without putting the work in for yourself. Anyways, that's it. This video was long enough, but I'm hoping that this is a video that will hold you over, at least until I start putting out some more content starting next week. Again, this is going to be the only video that's going to be released this week. There will be no Teachable Tuesday shorts, none of that, no updates. Just know that next week we're going to be dropping them like we drop flies. You know what I'm saying? So hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Hope this helped you out. If there's any points that you would like to add that maybe I missed, leave a comment below. Let me know, okay? But this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesday. It's going to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Greatly, greatly appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing week. See you soon.